up ahead, very busy junction, lots of roads, lanes, changes, lots of traffic lights, signs. So look well ahead, find where you need to be going as soon as possible. In this case I'm heading for the M4, so I'm looking ahead, not only at this first green sign just above the orange sign, so I'm watching traffic at the same time as talking. So I'll be going for London M4, which I can see just above me. There's a local traffic sign for Barley and University of Reading to the left in white. So I'm starting to look for my lanes, watching on my left and on my right, and also up in front of me. This guy here is just clipping me here, doesn't know where he's going. Basically, she didn't know where she's going, and she's cut. There you go, look, she's almost hit the corner. I had to, I wouldn't say emergency brake, but I had to be aware of her cutting across. If I hadn't have slowed down, I would have hit her, or she would have hit me. So there's a fine example of not knowing what you're doing and panicking. It's a woman. Now I haven't got any. Turning left. I haven't got any views one way or the other on ladies drivers. In fact, my wife is a very, very good driver. Where possible, I like her to drive me in the car. However, that was a perfect example of late decision making. So hopefully that's come out on the camera nice, so I can look at it. Right, I'm joining. Here's another issue. Roadworks. Again, for some reason, a lot of people can't cope with major roadworks, certainly on motorways, where a lot of, in the recent years, a lot of these smart motorway lane improvements have been going on. It says 60 mile an hour there, average speed check. So it says 60 mile an hour. A lot of car drivers panic and drop down to 50. Now I know 50 miles an hour has been used very regularly. That tends to be when there's a lot of work going on the actual motorway works themselves. As a safety measure. 60 mile an hour usually means it's fairly quiet. It means that there isn't as much work or activity on the roads themselves, so there's no need to drop to 50. In fact, it's an inconvenience to other road users to drive that slow. And as luck would have it, everyone's going at the right speed. But it's a big pain. You've been behind traffic yourself, where you've been wanting to do 60 and everyone's doing 50 because someone at the front doesn't really know what they're doing and is driving at 50. And it's all very well for that person to say, I can drive at whatever speed I like. Not strictly true. The highway code states keep up with traffic flow, or something like that. It's been a long time since I last looked at the updated highway code. The highway code is in fact rules for the road, I believe, laws as well, if I remember correctly. So if all traffic's going at 55 plus and you're dawdling along at 45 plus, you are in the wrong. Unless of course there is a reason for that speed, i.e. your vehicle was having issues. But generally, keep up with the flow of traffic is the norm. You won't save any fuel going slower because your vehicle is designed to work at a certain speed for the best miles per gallon. That tends to be between 55 and 65, something like that, depending on what vehicles you've got. But that's just a generalisation. So you won't increase this miles per gallon going slower. So also, while we're on it, oh, he's just swapped lanes. I was going to say, it also states, once you have overtaken the vehicle, to pull in front, or I can't remember the wording, but it's to rejoin the lane you just left, i.e. get back over. Once you've overtaken, like this white Audi, why is he not pulling over into the left-hand lane? Because the lanes that he's in and this white Nissan, they're overtaking lanes. Do not stay in them. And for some reason, a lot of car drivers think that the near side lane, or the lane that I'm in at the moment, is for lorries. It's not for lorries, it's for everybody. Now there's no reason at all, and they see that oh, we just pulled it out, go see that green, light green Seat. Again, let's see how long it takes for the blue Mach-E to come, Mustang Mach-E to come over. There's no reason for him to be out there at all. He's not overtaking anybody. He's still out there. It's an offence, I believe. So let me see, right round that corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vehicles have not pulled over. Make that 8. White Jag. Every single one of those vehicles is in the wrong. Much as you might say, well, I want to drive in the middle lane or the outer lane, that's not your choice. That isn't your option. They are overtaking lanes, and that is it. Once you've overtaken the vehicle that was going slower than you pull him back into the near side lane. Now, do you see that line of 3 vehicles, 2 cars and a van? All they want to do, let's see if this pickup truck will do it as well. All they want to do is go faster than the vehicles in front. Well, we know the speed limit's 60. I would,